Hey, what's up, guys? Jeremy Donson here with E7 Music School. Today we're going to be doing For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. Definitely, I would say Metallica is my favorite band. Love Metallica. Super awesome. Grew up listening to them. Just such an awesome band. So we're gonna go over a part of this song. If you would like the full song breakdown, it is available on the website. Feel free to go there, and a link to the membership is below, or you can just get the one video, whatever you prefer. But it is available, full song breakdown, and many more. Also, you can do a free drum lesson with me. Just reach out, go to the website, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, here we go. Let's get started from just after the ba-da crash. Here we go. Now, let's break this down. Okay, so on the beginning, you have the intro, you wait, then you have the first bell toll, and then the second bell toll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, da-da, crash, right? So you're just simply going to do the high and floor tom twice, and then crash with the bass drum, like so. All right, now your bass drum is doing a driving bass beat here, so it's just going to continue going once you start that. So you are going to go crash, da-da-da-da, da-da-da. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, da-da-da-da, crash, right? All right, and then after you do 4 sets of that, technically you do the ba-da crash 5 times, but once you do that 4 sets, so like 1, 4, 5, 6, second time, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Once you get done with the 4th one, you switch to the main beat that you saw me do. So the way we're going to do that is this. Let's say we're on the final set. Okay, so the way we do this, it's all heavy hi-hat. So you want to make sure that your hats are not all the way open, not all the way shut, but they're heavy. They're rattling against each other the entire time. So once you do the final tom fill, then you crash into this beat, right? And like I said, it's going to be heavy hi-hat, and you're just doing bass and hi-hat, snare and hi-hat. It's quarter note hi-hat beat. So bass, snare, like so. All right, here we go. Now, on the end there, you have 2 basses, and that first bass is going to be independent. So you're going to go bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, bass. So on the end there, you're going to do bass and hi-hat like normal, snare and hi-hat like normal, and then you're going to do bass by itself, and then bass and hi-hat together again. So bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, bass, crash, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, bass, crash, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, bass, bass, crash. Like so, right? So let's put that to music just to show you what it sounds like again, and then I'll show you the fill coming up. All right, so starting at 20 seconds, here we go. Okay, now this fill, if you listen very closely, the first snare of this fill is with hi-hat, and then the rest are not. So the other snares are by themselves. So you're going to go bass, snare, bass, bass, So once you do the crash, bass, snare, 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 right? You're going to go bass, snare, 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 like so. The first snare is with hi-hat. The next two are just snare drum, like so. Okay, so let's break that down just a little bit more. So when you finish this, bass, snare, bass, bass, crash. Again, just really recap on that. It's bass by itself, then bass and hi-hat, and then you crash with the snare drum like so. So bass, snare, bass, bass, crash, bass, snare, 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 hi, hi, and then the rest. So let's just start right on the fill now that we know the beat and we know how to go from the beat to the fill. Let's go over the fill. So on this fill, we're going to do snare and hi-hat and then 2 snares. Once you do that, you're going to do 2 high toms. Now, since you're doing snare and hi-hat together, that means you have to hit one of your hands twice. I'm doing the left twice, so it's both left, right. And the reason I do left, right there is simply because coming up, we're going to do this fill. And it's much easier to do that left hand on the high tom, right hand on the floor, than it is right hand on the high tom, left hand on the floor. You got to get your arm out of the way. Now, you could do this if you wanted mid-floor, but music theory just tells us that it's going to make the most sense if we do left on the high tom, right on the floor tom. So that's how we're going to stick that. Now, so we got the 3 snares, the 2 high toms, and then after that we're going to do a ruff. And a ruff is simply where you are going to let the stick bounce, and then you tap with the other stick, right? Now, you want to control it, so you don't want it to sound like this, right? And then leave it on there and it bounces after. But what you do is you hit and you control the buzz. And to show you what you're going to do specifically here, if you're not super comfortable or familiar with doing ruffs, basically you're going to take your middle ring and pinky finger off of the stick, right? And all you have left is the fulcrum of your grip, which is your thumb and your index finger. So with your thumb and index finger, basically the tighter you grab it, the shorter the bounce is going to be. The looser you grab the stick, the more separated and long the bounces are going to last. They're going to last longer. They're going to be more separated. Also, act like you're hitting through the drum, and you're gonna crush that stroke, which is really what you're after when you do a ruff. So instead of a nice clean stroke and the stick stops above the head of the drum, you hit through the drum and you get that nice bounce that you want. If you watch my left hand here, this versus a ruff. Notice that my hand goes more of a downward angle. That's because I'm hitting through the drum. And I also take my fingers off so that it gives the stick room to bounce around, and it gives it more play, right? So that's how we're going to do the ruff. So now we got ruff snare. So we got, right? Oh. Then our ruff. Ruff snare, high floor. Let's do it from this view here. That's it. So we got ruff snare, high floor. Then we crash with the bass drum. So putting it together, 1, 2, ready, go. All right, so that gets us through that section. Let me just quickly play it with music for you to show you what it sounds like. There we have it. Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching that. I hope it was very, very helpful. And again, if you would like to see the rest of the song broken down, go to the website, you can click the link below, check out the membership. It's awesome. You get full access to full song breakdowns, tons of other stuff. Technique, whatever you're wanting, more stuff's being added all the time. If you like this video, please do be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and feel free to reach out anytime. I would love to hear your thoughts about this video. Feel free to comment below, and I really appreciate you guys watching and drumming, and be sure to have fun, stay awesome, and rock on. And I'll see you next time.